Hello, Danielle Burnock from danielleburnock.com and Love Yourself from Survive to Thrive. That lady on the internet who loves you, here today with a question of, have you ever been asked if you think about what you think about, or how much do you think about what you think about? And then did you think about what are they talking about? And then you tried to think about what you're thinking about, and then your mind just goes all over the place. And you just have this unruly mind going on, going, I don't know what you're talking about, and how do I really do what you're talking about? I struggled with that. I remember being told so many times growing up and even as an adult to just change how I was thinking. But those people who told me to change how you're thinking didn't teach me how. How do I just change what I'm thinking? You know, my brain isn't like a television that I could just change the channel on. At least not how I knew. But then I learned that there is a way, and if we can learn the way to change how we think, then we can actually do that. And if we learn the way to how do I think about what I think about without getting lost in my thought process, and then I'm off in some different place, overthinking again, because I have been guilty of that so much, and I know I'm not alone out there. Overthinking is a big problem with a lot of people, and we get this really big bundle of an unruly mind, and then we're just a mess. And if we don't master what's going on in our mind, then it goes down into our emotions and into our actions, and then we're doing things that we don't want to do, and we're saying things we don't want to say, and we're acting in a way we don't want to act, and we're going, what the heck is wrong with me? Well, maybe you can relate to that. I lived there for a long time, but now I know 4 things that I can give you to help you to master your mind, to think on purpose, to tame that unruly mind, or however it is that you want to do it. Rule in that, overthinking, so that you're being much more intentional with what's going on, in your head. And there's 4 things. The first thing is you pause to listen. It's like, that's a thing of self-care, of self-love, to actually listen to what is going on inside of your own mind. What am I thinking about? Am I thinking about, and you listen, you pay attention to it. And then the second thing is you question. Why am I thinking that? What am I thinking about? Am I thinking about myself? Am I thinking about someone else? And you question those thoughts, and you ask yourself, is this something that I want to think? Do I want to be thinking about this? So you listen, and then you question, and then the next thing you do is you choose. Okay, I'm thinking about this, and do I want to think about this? Yeah, I do want to think about this, or no, I don't want to be thinking about this. And you make a choice, but you go through this very intentionally. It doesn't have to take all day or anything either. You just take a few minutes, a few times a day, or even once a day, whenever you find yourself all upset and built up inside that you're maybe all full of anxiety or fear. It's like, what is going on? Pause and listen and question, and then choose, do I want this? And then if you don't, then you can change it through training your mind. You train yourself through repetition. How did you learn your multiplication tables? How did you learn how to spell? Through repetition. So you find what you do want to think about. If you have something that you're thinking, you're like, I don't want to be thinking like this. Well, what do you want to be thinking instead? Choose what you want to be thinking instead, and then you start training yourself to think in that way. And as you do this more and more, you'll get better at it. You'll fail probably a lot at the beginning, like I did, because whenever anything's new, we don't do it well. So you need to give yourself grace in your process also to train yourself how to go through this process. Pause and listen, question, what am I thinking and why am I thinking that? And is it good that I'm thinking that? And ask yourself these questions. You pause because you're loving yourself. Because I'm here to tell you this because I love you and I want you to love yourself. This is a way to love yourself. And as you love yourself, you're actually loving people better too. Because when you think more intentionally, you're going to be speaking more intentionally. You're going to be acting more intentionally, and you're going to have a more happy life, a better life. You're going to thrive more because you're pouring it through your intention instead of reaction. And so if you want more information of how to do this a little more comprehensively, this is just a short little message to give you like a little taste of how to get started. I have articles on my website, danielleburnock.com, that you can do a search and find them, and they're free. You can get help for free. You can go through there and find some tools that will help you to rule over that mind, to calm that unruly mind, to think with intention, and to move your life in the direction that you want to go, from survive to thrive. When we live in that unruly thing, we're surviving. We're like treading water out in the middle of the ocean, hoping we're not drowning. But if we will master our mind, it's like we learn how to swim, and then we can get where we want to go in life. And so I want to share that with you because I love you. And Danielle Burnock from danielleburnock.com, and love yourself from survive to thrive. Until next time, I love you.